Don't Move is a brand new movie that just dropped on Netflix. And I have to say, guys, this one actually surprised me. It's not the best thriller that I've ever watched, but there's something about this movie that just draws you in immediately. I think it's the fact that it's very simplistic, and that's by design. If you look at the plot focuses on Iris. At the beginning of the movie, we meet her and she's just lost a son. So she's actually thinking about taking a leap off the cliff herself. And then she meets this guy who, weirdly enough, comes out of nowhere. I mean, guys, if I'm standing on top of a mountain and I turn around and there's just somebody standing behind me, that in itself is an alarm bell. Now, this guy is super creepy. He looks the part, he sounds the part, and you can tell that he's trying to lay on this charismatic, sympathetic, element and vibe, and you just sense that something is off. Now, Iris obviously doesn't know because the guy is just genuine. He's just talking about feelings. He also went through loss, and the guy is lying through his teeth. This guy is sinister. And I must say, the actor, I'm not too sure the actor who plays this guy. Not gonna give away any spoilers, guys, but he is brilliant in this role. He's just creepy. Sometimes the casting is make or break, and the fact that they casted this guy, it just works on so many levels. Now, back to the story. So this guy manages to talk Iris into not jumping and killing herself. So he just walks away, and Iris follows right behind, and that's where the movie actually kicks into gear, when he's parked so close to Iris that you can barely even open the door. That's where things really get interesting, because he injects Iris with a tranquilizer. And here we go, guys. The guy is a psycho serial killer who just put up an act. Now, he states that it's going to take 20 minutes before Iris goes into full paralysis. Can't move, can't talk, all that. And without giving away too much, guys, that is the whole plot in a nutshell. But what follows after he gives it a heads up about the 20 minutes is where the movie really gets interesting. It's edge of your seat stuff. It's interesting. It's compelling. And it's simple. It's not trying to be too outlandish. And at no point do you look at some of the things that happen and you're like, there's no way. It adds a layer of realism that makes it intriguing. And I mean, if you think about it, the whole setup of just meeting a stranger in the middle of nowhere and this guy ends up being a bad guy. He is a psycho killer. That can happen to anybody, on any given day. So it's a perfect setup. The premise is incredible. And the acting by the two leads is also very good, And it's a simple thriller that's not gonna blow your mind where you're like, okay, this is the best movie I've watched this year. It's not on that level. In terms of what the movie sets out to do with its simple premise, it works very well. Now, there's one scene in particular here where this guy has an interaction with a police officer. Look, guys, that is gruesome. It's just gruesome, so prepare yourself when you get to that scene. So it's, in terms of the cinematography, it has that simple, clean, typical Netflix look, you guys all know. So that's good. And music-wise, tension, brilliant, because there's some scenes where everything just goes quiet, and then you get some scenes that, the music helps elevate the tension. And it's it's a movie that I can easily recommend, guys. I mean, if you don't have anything to watch, it's definitely a good time. It's out right now on Netflix, and it's worth a watch, guys. If I have to give this one a rating, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. It's a good, solid movie. It is what it is. It gets the job done. It's not trying to be something that it's not, and I can see that some people might be like, but if you sit with this one, and it might be a good time. It's a good Friday night popcorn movie. Just chill with your partner, get the popcorn out. You'll have a good time, guaranteed. And the only problem that I think I have with the movie is that I find that the ending is a little bit lackluster. But after watching it, and I actually sat with it, and it makes sense in the context of the story. There's a lot of things here that could have been flushed out a little more, but that's just me expecting a little too much. And it's a simple movie, and it's about survival. If you can survive any ordeal, what does that mean to you? Does it add value to your life, or it gives you the will and the strength to keep going? It's interesting stuff, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about Don't Move. Comment down below. Catch you on the next video.